Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Yokai Watch 4 Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and taken care of Katie's trial, so now we are going to be moving off into where the Wildwood Shrine is going to be, and this is going to be for what Nate's trial is going to be happening here. Now, this is going to be known as the Super Stressful Trial, which I don't really think that this is all that too much of a super stressful trial that is going to be happening, because if you guys are going to see what is going to happen here, is that we're going to go and talk to Steppa, and Steppa's going to talk about that he has a special party that is going to be happening for us, because since we are getting very much closer into the end of the game that is going to be happening here, it seems like Steppa wants to kind of go and do a little bit of an early celebration beforehand. Now, during the time of this celebration, you can go and talk to all of the different yokais that are going to be here. This part kind of feels almost a little bit like Final Fantasy X in a type of way, where you can just go and talk to most of the other different NPC characters and whatnot, and you can just get like special items along for the different talking points that happen. Now, there is going to be two different other yokais that we have to go and battle out with. Of course, that is going to be with Moshimo, because if you guys do remember from before heading on into the yokai world, we did go and battle out with Moshimo from the last time, and we had to like try and get his memory back or something of that type of way. So we actually have to go and do another one of these battles once again with Moshimo. Now, you can actually go and give him one of the Otama Starburst rice balls if you want to, but we're not going to go and do that because I want to make sure to go and keep most of those type of Starburst rice balls with us. So we're going to go and do the battle anyways. And now for this part here is that I'm just going to make sure to just skip past through this whole entire battle, and you guys don't have to go and see everything because you guys already saw the Moshimo battle from before. But the one battle that you guys have never got to go and see yet, and I was actually kind of predicting that we may probably actually see this yokai at some point, because I know that back in the original yokai game, if you actually were able to go and run through the different street lights and you weren't not really paying attention to like the different traffic lights and whatnot, you could actually spot out on this type of yokai that is a I want to say S ranking yokai at this point within the original game, and I think also here as well too. But this is going to be with Snartle, so we're going to go and do an actual battle with Snartle that is going to happen. And mind you, this battle is actually, I want to say, 10 times easier than what the original Yokai Watch 1 battle with the Snartle was all about from the last time there. So let's go and get this battle out of the way. And while we are doing that here, within these two videos, not only are we going to be doing our time with just only with Yokai Watch 4, but we are going to be jumping into some more of the Okami HD, which I am very, very, very excited about going on into Okami HD, because if you guys don't know, we're finally at the final destination of our time out here, and that is going to be known as the Arc of the Yamato, or Yamamoto, I think that's what it's actually known as. The big, huge boat that we kind of went and saw, and it just went and lowered down the bridge of that boat, so we're going to be able to go and head right on inside the actual arc itself. And there is going to be a multitude of different rematch battles that we have to go and do before we actually go and battle with the actual final boss of the game, which that is going to be with Yami, which from what I have been gathered is that it is going to be somewhat of a very difficult type of boss, because you only will be able to just go and use the designated amount of brush techniques that you have to go and do, because there are several different phases of the Yami that we have to go and do with all of the different brush techniques that are going to be in using later on throughout our time of that actual final area that's going to be there. But if you guys are wanting to know about what's going to happen after once we are done with Okami HD, well, that is going to be something where I am going to go and let you guys know about that in the next basically for the next episode that will be happening from there, or even during the time of the upcoming episode for within these two videos for today as well. So just stay tuned for that. Well, if you guys have already went and checked out with the update of the channel from previously from before, then that should actually go and hopefully help you guys out on what of the next series of games that we are going to be well, of course, going to be doing later. So we got ourselves now with the Volt Extreme. That is something, I guess, for probably our YP type of points again. I know that we haven't really used any of our soul points for like quite a while, so I think that's something there for us there. And there you go, and that is the last one, and you can go and talk to Blizaria there, or well, as I say, yeah, is it Blizaria? Yeah, that's normal, regular Blizaria. So you go and just talk to her, and she'll just go and give you a special item from there. And now just go and talk back to Steppa, and we can now go and finally do one more other battle, which this time around is going to be the last battle that we're going to have to do within this little objective. And this is where we're going to be learning a brand new summoning ability, just like what happened before with Katie. And this one is going to be getting put on over towards into where Nate is going to be happening as well too. So it kind of works almost a little bit like how that swoon ability worked with Katie there, and we were able to have like a whole bunch of yokai to basically go and do like a whole bunch of damage within like a certain battle. Well, that's going to be literally the thing that is going to happen as well too within this battle. That's going to happen because once all these yokais are all of our friends here, we can go and use them within the actual summoning ability that is going to be happening. Yeah, there's a lot of returning yokai that you kind of go and see that they kind of make their cameo. Like, we get to see, like, Mimikin, the same type of yokai that we went and just literally saw before at the very beginning of the episode of Yokai Watch 4. If you guys remember him, he was the one that wanted to go and transform into Katie and just basically become, like, super trolling out here every time. Because we all know that, like, Nate actually does like Katie. And every time Mimikin always has to go and literally just turn in and basically clone up every time. But I have to say though, with the amount of the yokai that we do have, with like the S-ranking yokai, and even of course, not only that, but with our Jibanyan within our main 3 go-to yokai, these guys just go absolutely crazy and just demolish everybody that's in sight. And Vedok is absolutely amazing when it comes to like any type of battles as well, because if you need to get any type of healing up or anything, Vedok will be able to go and do that for you, just to make sure that we all don't get ourselves completely destroyed. Like, just look at that. Shadow Vedok is just super amazing around down here. Now also don't forget that that even if you don't have Shadow Vedok, you do have all those extra little specialized orbs that happen around within the battles as well too. But there we go, we actually got ourselves with a win right there. Didn't really have to go and use the wisps at all whatsoever. Again, something that I haven't really ever been using is the wisps. I know that you guys, in the last time, back in Yokai Watch 1, I know that you guys kind of were a little bit concerned about, like, Prox, why are you not going after all those wisps? Normally, if you go after all those wisps, you can actually get, like, some really nice, good special stuff. But unfortunately, I just haven't really been doing that lately here in Yokai Watch 4. I don't know if it's just because that I don't really need the wisps at all, to be honest with you. But so far, we've been nailing out all these different bosses and other enemies so far that I don't really need to use the extra bonus type of stuff for the wisp. Even though that they will give you like extra attack bonuses or extra defense or anything, or maybe even some extra healing, I'm not really all that too interested on that right away. But there we go. So let's get ourselves to the last bit of the different levels that are going to be here. And let's see what's going to happen. So we're always about to be getting ourselves closer into the end part of this episode. But we do have one more other thing. So we do have 2 more other quests that are opened up to us. And right now we are going to go and jump into the second last one that's going to be here. Push the limits, use the hose. I don't know what the heck that one's going to be all about with Jack. But we are going to go and jump on into it and get ourselves a little bit started. So just make sure that you do have Jack in your party, because this is a trial meant for Jack here. If not, you will run into a little bit of some text dialogue that you will have to go and switch around into using that character. But we got ourselves with Master Nyada, or I should say, aka known as the Yoda of this game, that's going to be here. So we have to go and talk it over into where him is going to be all about. But we don't really know exactly what this is all about, so we'll probably just choose that one. We'll just choose the right type of answer there. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the correct answer though. But we'll just have to find out more about it later on within the next time. But anyways, I'll be seeing you in the next one of Yokai Watch 4, and also with some other games as well too. So see you guys then, and of course, peace.